What's good? What's poppin'? Welcome to another episode of that deep, deep shit. And on today's episode, we're going to talk about the 100-year plan. What is the 100-year plan? The 100-year plan is something that's used by the powers that be to carry out and execute their agenda. And it is said, and it was once said, that a 100-year plan controls 1,000 years, and a 1,000-year plan controls 10,000 years, or something to that effect. But there's a trickle-down effect with 100-year plans. The powers that be don't have just one 100-year plan. They have thousands of 100-year plans. So for everything that happens against the opposition by the people, something that they can't expect, they make a 100-year plan for it. They have everything on lock. And the reason why they have everything on lock is because we, the people who are outside of the loop of the 100-year plan, we don't make any plans, let alone a 100-year plan. We don't even make a 2-year plan and stick to it as a people. We don't. So this is how they create a matrix. You know, you hear people talking about the matrix or a matrix, but what is that? Well, I'm giving you the ground level and the ground floor of what the physical matrix is. It's constructed by multiple 100-year plans. Now, when we get into the realm of conspiracy theories and things of that nature with current events, so to speak, if you line things up against a 100-year plan, any 100-year plan, you start to see a lot of things crumble as far as theory goes. Okay, let's just take the current event of the Nipsey Hussle thing, and I really reluctantly say that. You know what I'm saying? God bless the dead. May he crip in peace, right? All these theories about if it was a government plot to stop him from collecting the masses and gathering the people and uprising, it makes no sense if it was a conspiracy done by the powers that be, because they have a 100-year plan for everything. So anything that they think is a threat, they have a 100-year plan for it. There's been multiple threats. They eliminate threats. We don't. You see? Now, this video is even dangerous for me to be saying this, but something is wrong with y'all brain, so I have to readjust it. You understand? So you have to look at the entire scope of things. If you play chess, this concept may be a little easier for you to digest and palate. Okay? If you play, this is for all my chess players out there. And for people who leave comments in my videos on some conspiracy, think about it. You talking to me. I think outside the box on every level. But not everything is what you say it is, and I'll touch on that later. Now watch this. If you play chess, you may have a plan in your head. And if you're an experienced chess player, you're always going to watch your opponent's first move. Off of that move, your mind goes to multiple options. Okay? Now, how does that correlate to what's going on today? Back to the Nipsey example. If the powers that be were responsible for this, that means that they already know what the reaction will be. And trust me, the powers that be study us more than we study ourselves. They know what our reactions are going to be before we even react. Look at all the false flags ever since Rodney King. You think Rodney King was real? You think that Rodney King's traffic stop was real? If you go back and look at the evidence, now this is a conspiracy theory for your ass. If you go back and look at the evidence, that was a false flag. That was one of the first ones. But we didn't know that then because we didn't have the internet for all that shit. You see what I'm saying? Because who the fuck has a camcorder back in them days? Niggas didn't have cameras. I mean, the chances of someone having a camcorder to view Rodney King is really slim in what, the 80s? When was that, the 80s? The 90s? When was that? I don't know. But people didn't have video cameras like that. Wasn't normal. You had to been a baller to have a video camera. So just so happened, one person out of 20,000 or whatever had a camera and was filming that. Come on, bro. Anyways, I digress. So anyway, so look, they've been studying our reactions since the beginning. These are scientists, bruh. They experiment on our bodies, our physicals, our blood, our DNA. They spray chemtrails. So you mean to tell me these same people who spray chemtrails is not going to be smart enough to know that if they murder this influential, well-respected entertainer, that there will be a response? Let's think what the responses will be. And like I said, this is chess, bruh. Look at this floor like a chessboard. See them squares? You worried about this square. Your whole flat conspiracy channel is just this square. Look at all the rest of the squares, bruh. You must don't play chess, brother. But that's all right. I'm here to help. So anyhow, you don't think these same people understand our reactions? They know what our reactions are going to be. They have thousands of 100-year plans. So let's just think, what would the reaction be if you took out a very prominent, influential entertainer? There may be a collective of people who come together. Wouldn't that be not what you want if that's what you're trying to destroy? See, you got to play chess. There may be whatever he was trying to do. People may continue to push that motive. We've seen this with the LA riots, so to speak. I'm glad I brought that up as an example, because when the LA riots happened, what happened? Crips and Bloods came together. See, these are experiments, brother, on behavior. See? I got to explain something to you. These are experiments on behavior, brother. Okay? That they already know the answers to. You don't know. This is why they control us in a matrix. That's what a matrix looks like, a grid. Chess. They control the matrix. See? Now, you don't think they would know that, let's just say Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon would, anybody, we're going to continue the work of Dr. Sebi or Sebi. They already know about Dr. Sebi, bro. They already have a plan for that. It's called marijuana. But we won't go into that. Okay? They already control this shit. They control all of this already. So there's no reason to. So, you know what I mean? But now they have to have different options because what has happened? They didn't plan for these other little seeds to start popping up. But guess what? For every Nick Cannon, I'm just keeping it real. And I'll explain. For every Nick Cannon that continues a movement that they didn't expect, they're going to have a 100-year plan for that. For every Crip or Blood that says, look, we're going to come together, they're going to have a 100-year plan for that. See, this is how they move. You and I don't move like that. And I'm including myself. But see, I understand this. See? Now, not to make it seem like there's no hope, no, nothing. But what I'm saying is focusing on things that don't matter, like creating a video on YouTube and being distracted While what we should be doing is counterproductive, and you're actually helping them. Do you understand? Do you understand? You're actually helping them, brother San. I ain't gonna do it because it don't matter. Because I really appreciate your work. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like, brother Sanchez, that you kind of are being demeaning, or you're coming at an angle. So I'm not really sure about your energy. I would love to work with you because that's what this is about, not to go against my brother. But if you really want that smoke, I have a lot of it for free. And I do not debate anybody. There's no reason to debate anybody. Okay? I'm sidebarring right now. I don't debate people because when you bicker, people from a distance can't tell who's the fool. See what I'm saying? And plus, I don't even bicker with females, let alone bicker with a dude. So I will never debate anyone because it doesn't matter. This is just my perspective. And I'm just enlightening you on my perspective. That's it. Okay? So, but as far as smoke goes, I have a lot of it for free. And I could drop videos all day. I got shit to do. See? I got shit to do. Nigga getting up out of here. I got shit to do. All right? Okay. Now, with that being said, back to my whole point. Now, what people need to be focused on is not being on YouTube and grassroots, actually mouth to ear, put some boots in the physical form, share real spiritual knowledge and information. You see what I'm saying? Amongst each other to really elevate outside of this physical prison. See, no matter if you think this physical prison is round or flat, it's a prison. So it doesn't matter what shape you think it is, because that's your perspective. How to escape this is what we should be talking about. And more than likely not on YouTube. But if you are going to do it on YouTube, do that. Instead of just talking about the situation, what are we going to do? How are you helping? Ask yourself, is my content or what I'm doing, my actions, is it helping the people who create 100-year plans? Or is it helping the people? You see? And another thing, for people who are watching this video, let me give you some advice on how to tell who's who. Because there's so many people on YouTube dropping videos about bullshit. This is how you tell who's who. Look at a person's channel. Usually their channel will be about a specific thing. Okay? A specific thing. Now, what happens is people know how to get subscribers and views and likes because this equals money. So when you see a person's channel have one specific goal, but every time there's a popular topic, they'll throw that in. Because what does that do? That brings other people who are not in that category of your channel into your channel. More than likely, they may not subscribe, but the chances are they may. But you have to bring them for them to do this. This is a marketing tactic that is not a secret on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So people have multiple channels of the same shit, or they'll have multiple channels of different shit. And that's key. So when you see a person with multiple channels of different shit, that's good because they may speak on different shit on different channels. But when you see a person with the same shit, but they'll start bringing other topics in, that's for a reason. That's for revenue. Period. All right? I'll give you an example. If HBO is pretty much a movie channel for the most part, right? You don't see HBO dropping every news story that happens because they're a premier channel that specializes in something. You see? Because if HBO did that every time something happened, right? That would make HBO like channel 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Local channel. Bringing in gossip, news, daily news. But no. And then see, and what makes a YouTube channel any different from the regular propaganda machine that's even out there on the media? What makes it any different if that's what you do? If you do the exact same thing that regular TV does, what makes you any different? And we know who controls the media. You see what I'm saying? So when you act like channel 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on your YouTube channel, I have to look at you like the media. And we know who controls the media, the Associated Press, so on and so forth. Like I said, bro, this ain't where you want to be bringing that, because my agenda is different. I could easily talk about current topics every time it dropped to get more views. I don't. More subscribers. My subscriber count is low because I keep it solid to what I'm talking about. Because at the end of the day, all of that is a distraction from yourself. Now, let me just go personal real quick, and I'm going to end this video. And I hate to keep saying this man's name because, you know what I'm saying, because it's really early in his process and his ascension, you know what I mean? But the fact that he's gathering so much energy with this ascension is how you know who Nipsey was. You know what I'm saying? He was on the God realm. You see? See, when you pass away, and I'm going to do a video about what happens after you die. When you pass away, you know what I'm saying? And you have all that energy still tethered to the physical, you absorb that in the next realm. You see what I'm saying? So this is how we know who he was. You see what I'm saying? Most people who are entertainers are gods. That's why they're who they are, because they absorb energy from people. See? And it just continues when you move over. Now, let me just go ahead and get back to the topic. All right? You don't want that. So, personally, the day of when Nip got hit, ironically, I was on the phone with my dad. I'm in the Bay, right? My dad from South Central with a number 2 pencil. Crazy enough, he hit me, or we was talking, he was like, oh man, they just hit Nip. We on the phone. Then he like, it's finna go down, because not to be putting too much business out there, he was like, oh, people already rumbling who it is. People already was in the hood talking. Okay? All right? Then I called my other people down there. They like, oh, we'll do already. Okay? All right? So before the news said anything about anybody or anybody on YouTube, motherfuckers already knew. This is why you people who ain't on the West Coast, but think you on the West Coast, because Vegas ain't the West Coast. It's the West, though, but it's not the coast. See what I'm saying? No offense. I love Vegas. Shout out to Vegas. Arizona, all that shit. But if you ain't out, you don't even know what you talking about, bro. Now, let me finish. So, with that being said, everything ain't a conspiracy, bro. It ain't. It could be, if you want it to be. You can make anything a conspiracy. But everything ain't a conspiracy. And the sad thing about it is, the people who don't do research, they always jump to conclusions. It's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because they don't think inside the box, they think outside the box, and they want to learn. But everybody don't know how to learn or how to collect data or how to collect knowledge. So this is how you get the fake woke movement. Like, a lot of people out there are fake woke because being weird is cool now, or being different is cool now, or not believing the media is cool now, and justifiably so. But if you don't know how to collect the data and take your time, you're going to fall for anything that make you feel good or makes you feel different. A lot of weirdos. I'm a weirdo. So don't take any offense. A lot of weirdos start going off into these little conspiracy little pockets. You see what I'm saying? And they stay in there because it's comfortable, because now they could be amongst like minds. But that's keeping you in one square. You see what I'm saying? And you got to think about the whole game. You feel me? If that was the chessboard, you got to think about the whole game. And yeah, man, like it's just, I don't know, man. See, I'm an empath, so I feel people. So when there's all of this going on, I feel it. So it's hard for me to, I absorb it. And it's hard for me to control all of that energy. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's overwhelming. But neither here nor there. But fake woke is a real thing. And it makes my job very, very difficult because I have a calling myself. So every time there's a conspiracy that runs amok, it takes me off of my agenda of my lessons that I'm trying to get out there, because I have to readjust. Flat Earth, I have to readjust that. You know what I'm saying? I have to readjust that. I don't have to do shit, but for my agenda of my lessons that I'm trying to share, I have to readjust. And here's the thing about any type of information, as far as me, if you're really, really concerned, I'm open to anything, and I do believe that anything is possible. Everything is possible, actually, because every perspective is a real thing that exists. So if the earth is round to you, the earth is round. If the earth is flat to you, the earth is flat. If the earth is a triangle, the earth is a triangle, if that's your perspective. So I don't argue people's perspectives. I never do. I'm always open to learn, and I always want to be wrong, because when you're wrong, you have the opportunity to learn. When you run your mouth like you're never wrong, you never have an opportunity to learn. So I'm not sure what a lot of these people on YouTube's agenda is, but apparently they know everything and they never learn shit. So with that being said, I'm going to shut this video down. I may do a part 2, but I have to move my shit because I have to move. Okay? So until next time, you already know what it is. Keep them third eyes open. Go.